Hi! This week on Emerging EdTech, we continue with the theme of social networking in the classroom. Last week we looked at Facebook and considered some ways that teachers out there are using the tool and offered some suggestions on how to configure Facebook in the class for use in the classroom. But obviously using these mass market tools like that comes with a major and valid concern about exposing students to the kinds of inappropriate content that can be found on these sites. The good news is there's plenty of education-specific sites out there that utilize social networking types of functionality to facilitate what is coming to be termed as social learning in the classroom. And today we're going to look at a handful of those applications and seek feedback from readers and viewers about tools like this that they may have used in the classroom. We love to learn about new tools and about your experiences with these kinds of tools so that we can help to kind of figure out which ones are best to recommend to other readers and viewers. So if you have any feedback to offer after watching the rest of this, we'd love to hear it. Please comment here on the video or on the blog, and thank you. So this week out on the blog post we're discussing Room 21, Edutopia, Learning Space, Edmodo, and a site called the Schools United. So I'm going to scroll down here first to the Room 21 section and go ahead and pop out to Room 21. Open up the website here. So Room 21 is the newest of these sites, and it labels itself as 21st Century Social Learning, an online social learning platform where all members of the learning community, including students, parents, teachers, and administrators, can become engaged in the 21st century learning process. So they're definitely utilizing various social learning technologies to facilitate this idea within the classroom. I could not find it. I believe the site is free, but it wasn't crystal clear from looking at the website, and I'm going to reach out and confirm that. I'll put a comment up here on the post about it. Next, we went on and introduced Edmodo. Now, Edmodo I've been hearing about for years. I did a blog post on them years back. They have this great little video over here. I'll click on it, start it up.
It's all balloons and fanfare in the classroom today.
Now, I'm not going to play the whole thing. I wish they had this out on YouTube, or they had it. They don't even have a direct link to it. At least I wasn't able to bring it up with a direct link and embed it or link directly to it. But if you come out and view it, it does a great job of talking about this idea of social learning in the classroom. And Edmodo is a popular site for doing this kind of thing. The next social learning application I want to introduce here is called ePals Learning Space. And I'm going to go ahead and bring that site up here. And these guys have this nice little overview of features out here. So they have things like a structured community environment where every school or district can create multiple online groups for individual classrooms, projects, etc. They are part of a much larger community, and you can share across, via the community, share things. And this Classroom Connect, for example, is really lending itself to that kind of thing where you want to connect with another classroom across the world. Policy management, digital lockers for storing and sharing files. So a lot of functionality out on this site, social networking types of capabilities and beyond. They do charge. It wasn't clear on the site what they charge. There's this mention of how it's eligible for E-rate funding, which I'm not familiar with, but I could not offhand find the specifics about what kind of pricing might be involved. And next we have this application, this site called the Schools United, and I'm going to go ahead and bring that up here. Let me go out to their home page. And this looks like it's been around. There's a lot of, if you go out here to browse schools, there's pages and pages and pages of schools, and they offer a lot of different functionality, and clearly in a social networking type of approach. Free online networking for schools. It is free. And then last, we're introducing Edutopia, which is a pretty widely used tool that's been around quite a while and also employs social networking or social learning types of functionality. And this core strategies visual here gives a great sense. You can kind of mouse over here and see the little blurb about social and emotional learning, for example, or click through and go to the page specific to that. And it's just one of the elements of how Edutopia delivers what they deliver. So there we have it, 5 sites that utilize social networking functionality to provide a social learning environment specifically for schools. There's plenty other apps out there like that doing this. I'd love to hear your feedback on any applications you've used for this. And regarding this specific post, I'm focused very much on those that are just for education. But next week we're going to continue looking at mass market tools like Twitter in the classroom. And so that's it. Thank you very much. Have a great week.